Hello and welcome to a short video which will cover how to set up a Keil Microvision 5 project for use with programming the STM32F4 Discovery Board. There is a written version of this tutorial available if you prefer. The link is in the description. Firstly, this tutorial assumes that you have Keil Microvision already installed. If not, it is a straightforward download from the Keil site, also linked below. When first opening Keil Microvision, you're presented with a few panels that I'll go over briefly. On the left, you have a project panel which contains all of the files attributed to the current project. On the bottom, you have the build output, which contains all the progress of the current build task along with any errors or warnings. And the top toolbars contain many shortcut buttons, as many of which will be used in this tutorial. If this is the first time you've used Keil Microvision for programming the Discovery Board, you will need to install some packages which contain all the necessary files to program the Discovery. This is quite straightforward. Simply click on the Pack Installer icon and allow the list of packs to load. Select the Boards tab and then select the pack for the STM32F4 Discovery Board and press Install. You can then close this window once the installation is complete. It may take a few minutes. Now we can create a new project. Select the project menu from the top and press New Microvision Project. Choose a suitable name and location for your project files. Now we need to tell which microprocessor we are using. Expand the STM menu and find the STM32F4 VGTX option. Press OK. You might get an error like this, but you can safely ignore this. In the window which pops up next, we need to select the software components which you'll be using in your project. Firstly, select the STM32F4 Discovery from the Board Support drop-down menu. Next, under the CMSIS tab, select Core. Under the Device tab, select Startup. Then select the Classic framework under the STM32Cube framework menu. To remove any orange boxes that might appear, simply click on the Resolve button at the bottom left. Now, under the STM32Cube hardware extraction layer, or HAL, menu, select the components which you'll be using in your project. Here, as an example, I've selected I2C and SPI communication interfaces, but this could be any component that you will use in your project. Again, pressing Resolve will remove those orange boxes. This menu can be accessed later from the Manage Runtime Environment button in the toolbar if you have forgotten a pack that you wish to include. Now we must configure the compiler settings so that it can correctly build programs for the Discovery Board. Select the Options for Target button in the top toolbar. In the Target tab, change the external resonator frequency, XTAL, to 8 MHz. We can leave the output listing and user tabs as defaults for now. Under the C and C++ tab, we need to tell the compiler that we are using the hardware abstraction layer drivers. So under the preprocessor symbols, write use_HAL_driver as shown on screen. We also need to tell the compiler where to find any header files that we may make. Select the Include Paths button, then New, then the dotted button, and navigate to the folder where you saved your project files. Press OK and OK again. The Assembly, ASM tab, and the Linker tab can be left at default settings for now. Now under the Debug tab, we want to tell the debugger that we want to program the actual Discovery Board. Select the ST-Link debugger from the drop-down menu, then press Settings. If you see no ST-Link detected and you have plugged in the Discovery Board, then you may need to download the ST-Link utility from the ST Electronics website. Navigate to the web address listed in the description, select the STSW Link 009 page, and download via the Get Software button. Unzip the downloaded files and follow the instructions in the README document. Now going back to the debugger settings, you should be able to see the new software device. Under the Flash Downloads tab, check the Reset and Run checkbox. The entry under the programming algorithm should be set to this as default. If not, remove it and re-add the entry with these values. Press OK to close. Leave the Utilities tab at Defaults. Hit OK to close, and you have now set up a project for the STM32F4 Discovery Board. Let's do something with it now. Right-click on the Source Group 1 folder and select Add New Item. Select a C file and name it Main. Press Add. Now I'm going to copy and paste a test LED blink program to the main file. You can find this on my website linked below, and another tutorial will explain how this works. Keep an eye out for that. Build the program using the Build button or the F7 keyboard shortcut. You should see it build without errors. Now let's upload it to the Discovery Board. Press the Download button or use the F8 keyboard shortcut, and you should see that the code has now been uploaded to the Discovery Board, which is indicated by the Programming Done output in the Build Output window. The LEDs on your STM32F4 Discovery Board should now be blinking on and off. Thank you very much for watching. If this video has helped you, please consider liking the video and subscribing. Thank you.